Time now for sports news with Ayo Balogun.
Time now for some sports news. Well, despite failing to meet the required standard for competing at the ongoing World Championships, Nigeria's 100 meters champion Sheye Ogunlewe believes he can still end 2015 on a high. Now, the sprinter, who's wrapping up preparations for next month's Africa Games in Congo, Brazzaville, says missing out of the event in Beijing is indeed a blessing in disguise. Our sports correspondent, Austin Okonopan, reports.
So, let's go. That's probably what Sheye Ogunlewe says to himself when it's race time. This purpose-driven sprinter is determined to take his career to the next level, and there is no looking back. Sheye does not joke with his training sessions. At the Nigeria Athletics Championships in Warri, it paid off. He ran 10.19 seconds to emerge Nigeria's fastest man this year. He told me that record is a product of this hard work.
My coach and I have spoken about what the training is like and what it's always geared towards the championship. You know, there's no point in you doing well. It's good to do well before, but the point is, the whole goal on every season is to do well at the championships. So I was confident enough. I just had to execute the race, you know, and listen to what my coaches have told me to always do.
Shoes properly laced up and Sheye is ready to go. His determination to succeed is admirable, and that's made me eager to find out why he chose to realize his dreams on the tracks.
I ran at this invitational in ISL 2007. I did the 200 then from lane 1, and I ran very well. But I didn't really know, you know, there was no technique. I just ran raw. And Mrs. Obajimi saw me. She was like, wow, this boy from lane 1, how did you do it? Then from there, we got picked for the World Secondary School Championships in France. You know, listen, everyone at that young age wants to represent their country, you know. And after we went there, you know, I just decided, listen, I should give this a shot.
This graduate of law and politics from the University of Essex is not bothered he won't feature at the World Championships.
I didn't feel bad, you know, because I still have a lot of years to go, you know. I still have a lot to come from me, you know, but I just have to go back and focus on the All-African Games.
There was an open invitation to challenge the champion, and I took it. Oh well, I didn't get to beat Nigeria's fastest man, but I gave him some tough time on the tracks. Sheye Ogunlewe is just 23 years old and is not disappointed that he's missing out of the World Championships. And that's because he is confident that his talent will still take him places. From the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos, Nigeria, Austin Okonopan reporting for Channels Television News.
Nigeria's Blessing Okagbare has been handed an easy draw in the first round of the women's 100 meters event at the IAAF World Championships in Beijing. At the Bird's Nest Stadium in Beijing, Okagbare will run from lane 5 in the second of 5 heats, which will produce 3 automatic qualifiers each and 3 best losers. She's expected to stroll into the semi-final as her only recognized threat, Jamaica's Natasha Morrison, couldn't ruffle her feathers. Defending champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price will run from lane 9 in Heat 4, while Ivorian sprinter Muriel Ahure will run in Heat 3, together with Michelle Lee-I of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, reigning world and Olympic champion Usain Bolt and American sprinter Justin Gatlin are both through to the semi-finals, which takes place tomorrow after winning their heats at the IAAF World Championships in Beijing. Now, Bolt won the 7th heat in 9.96 seconds and appeared to be slowing down towards the finish line. Gatlin also underlined his status as a 100 meters gold medal favorite as he produced the fastest time in the first round. The 32-year-old, who has twice served doping suspensions, clocked 9.83 seconds in the 6th heat. Joining them will be former world champion Tyson Gay, Jamaica's Ashafa Powell, and Trayvon Bromell. Well, that's a wrap on sports news. Gimba Umar will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
In stories outside our shores now, at least 7 people have been killed and about 14 injured after a Hawker Hunter jet crashed into vehicles during an air show at Shoreham, United Kingdom. According to eyewitnesses, the plane was performing a loop but could not complete the maneuver when it came crashing down in a ball of flames. The casualties are believed to have been pedestrians on road A27. Meanwhile, Prime Minister David Cameron has sent his heartfelt condolences to the families of those that lost their lives in the crash. President Francois Hollande has thanked 3 American men who overpowered a heavily armed gunman on a train in northern France, saying that they are heroes. The incident occurred yesterday, and a 26-year-old Moroccan man has been arrested. In a press conference held today, French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve says that the suspect's identity has not been confirmed, but it is believed that he had radical Islamic beliefs. One of the Americans who overpowered the gunman said that he took an AK-47 assault rifle and a handgun from the attacker as they saw him walk down the aisle of the train. Now, one of the Americans who overpowered the gunman said they saw him walk down the aisle of the train. One of the Americans and another passenger was seriously hurt. And the main news again. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai today led troops in a mop-up operation in Borno State, where the soldiers arrest some members of the Boko Haram sect who allegedly pretended to be herdsmen. Also today, some youths trooped to the streets of Kaduna and Lagos to express anger over rampant corruption in the country in support of President Muhammadu Buhari's anti-corruption crusade. And NAFDAC has raided companies and warehouses in Benin City, the Edo State capital, over alleged sales of substandard foods and drugs to the public. And 7 people have died as the Hawker Hunter jet crashed into several vehicles during Shoreham's air show in the UK. And that's our package tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Gimba Umar. Have a splendid night rest. Good night.